Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Ranting, Raving, and Flaming, which I will actually be doing all three of those things today. I will be ranting, and I will be raving, and I will be flaming something. But what do these things have in common? They're somewhat in relation to the LGBTQIA plus community, which, for simplicity's sake, I will from now on camera be referring to as the gays. Not derogatorily, just because it's easier for me to say and remember. So, here's the thing. It's kind of like, I don't want to say dulled down, but that is the most apt description I have, really. It has dulled down, but basically across the internet, recently, there's been this thing where fandoms from across the planet have been uniting against a single foe. And I'm not just talking any random fandoms, okay? You got Dandy's World, Invincible. I shouldn't have started with Dandy's World, but we got Invincible, Has Been Hotel, Steven Universe, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Naruto and One Piece, Bleach. We got Dragon Ball. We got the Edge Runners people, apparently even some Vinland Saga people, which is very out of character for Vinland Saga, considering the whole deal is forgiveness and non-violence, which apparently applies even to people who own uh what's that thing that was in the 1800s where you had to work for someone for free. I'm not going to say the word out loud, but yeah. All of these fandoms, or so I have heard slash been told, are all aligning themselves into one big unified collaboration of fandoms, and it's all against one common enemy. And that common enemy, you may slash may not know, goes by the name Lesbian Space Princess. Friendly reminder, the JoJo's, Has Been Hotel, and Steven Universe fandoms are all hating it. So you can't call it homophobic to hate a thing called Lesbian Space Princess. Because those are the three most gay fandoms, I think, in the existence of animated media. Possibly of all time, but that's not for me to say nor decide. That being said, uh, it's not as if this hate is unearned, but also I just find it comedic that this is the thing that people are unifying all of their hatred towards. Like, I haven't actually seen the movie, but from what I have heard and from what the internet has said, people are agreeing that apparently this was better than Velma, which I didn't have a YouTube channel when Velma was being aired before it got canceled, but it got canceled for a very good reason. And that reason was because it just sucked. And it was like nostalgia bait for Scooby Doo, except it was nothing like Scooby Doo, especially because there wasn't a Scooby Doo. That having been said, sorry, still have a dull soreness in my mouth because uh last week uh wisdom tooth removal. Whatever. I don't have to justify myself here. But yeah, apparently Lesbian Space Princess has the premise, which is that there is a lesbian space princess. It has a plot, which is that said lesbian space princess has a girlfriend that gets kidnapped and then needs rescuing. And then it has characters, barely. because and reminder, I haven't seen this movie, but apparently the extent of the characters' personalities is being lesbian, which is pretty much universally agreed. Being a lesbian is not a personality trait that extends to any sexuality. Being asexual isn't a personality trait. Being gay isn't a personality trait. Being pansexual or bi or anything. Sexuality is not a personality trait. And if you're trying to build a character, you need at least 3 personality traits and at least enough redeemable qualities to make it believable that this is a character we're supposed to be rooting for. And at least from what I have heard, that has not been the case with Lesbian Space Princess. I mean, yeah, it's like amusing and hilarious to me somewhat that just this, like, something with a premise this simple and a plot this simple could be fucked up so immeasurably that all the fandoms are getting mad about it. Like Has Been Hotel and LGBT fandoms that I've seen, they're mad because it's poor representation. All the other fandoms, they just think it's a shit movie, which I have no personal experience, but I am a writer to an extent. Well, not like professionally yet. I do plan to be, but from my knowledge of writing, you can't have a simple premise and a simple plot and have barely any characters. Like, you have to put a lot of intensity into, like, the premise can be simple, but a lot of intensity for any movie or story to be good. You can have a simple premise, but either the plot or the characters need to have a lot of intensity, or the world building. World building is also an option in that, but although, yeah, whatever. I'm going on a tangent, but why am I saying I'm going on a tangent? This is literally the point of this video. Is I'm ranting and I'm raving and I'm flaming Lesbian Space Princess. Anyway, with this whole truce thing going on, I figured now is probably the best time to get people who previously weren't interested in a given fandom interested in that fandom. Like, I saw one guy who, like, saw how bad Lesbian Space Princess was, and because of that, gave Has Been Hotel a try, considering that guy had previously been a massive Invincible fan. So, yeah. Speaking of Has Been Hotel specifically, I have a question for Has Been Hotel fans. Feel free to answer in the comments. That question being, why is, like, respectfully, why is Vaggie Hispanic coded? Not to be, like, rude or, like, question why someone would have diversity in their story, but, like, I've seen the entirety of Has Been Hotel up until season 2, because that's all that exists at this point. And Vaggie, like, very notably slips into Spanish when she's, like, emotional or angry at someone, in the same way that, not that it's stereotypical, but I see it a lot in my, like, real life interactions with people of Hispanic descent. So, not that I'm saying she can't be Hispanic, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure, because Vaggie is, for context, Vaggie is an executioner angel, and from what I know, those were all born up in heaven. So and we haven't seen any other executioner angels show that they're Hispanic to any degree. So logically speaking, where did Vaggie as a character A learn Spanish, or B have it be as prominent of a language in her vocabulary that she slips into it when she's mad? Because usually that's something that people only do when the given language is their first language. Like, uh, I don't know, like, yeah, like I said earlier, people will be having conversations in English, and maybe one of them is a native Spanish speaker and Spanish is their first language, but they know English really well. But let's say they get really pissed off and heated about a topic, or they get pissed off at the person they're talking to. Sometimes they slip into Spanish, and that's just something that happens. My question is, in what way would that apply to an angel? Like, are all the Exorcist angels Hispanic? Did Vaggie decide to learn Spanish? If so, why? Because aside from Carmilla Carmine, I'm pretty sure nobody else she interacts with in hell regularly speaks Spanish. And if it was something she learned in heaven, when would she have the time to do that? Just in her free time as an exorcist? Why would they let exorcists learn second or some such languages? I'm just being speculative here. I mean no disrespect in any capacity. But yeah, that's the question that I have specifically for Has Been Hotel fans. But yeah, aside from that, uh I got plenty of time left. But if I'm asking people to comment and respond to stuff that I'm saying, I might as well ask comments for other people. So here's a fun question. Out of my content that I'm making, what do you guys, the people that are viewing this stuff, like the most? Dog barking, but whatever. Do you guys like my Warframe content? Do you like these types of videos, my ranting, raving, and flaming? Do you like the Seven Deadly Sins videos, which I would love to go more in depth? Excuse me for a second. It would seem as though my dog is having a fun time. But yeah, tell me in the comments which of my videos you like. The ranting, raving, and flaming, the ranking videos, the Warframe videos. Do you guys want me to do other content? Because all things considered, not sure what other content I can do until you subscribe. See, here's the thing. YouTube doesn't allow my videos to be longer than a certain threshold, which I'm excuse me for. All right, my dog has ended her barking match, but whatever. The threshold I was talking about was I can't make videos longer than God damn. Okay, I think I'm good. I can't make videos longer than what I think is 15 minutes. So, if you want me to do different kinds of content and more content, please subscribe because I'm pretty sure the threshold at which I get to expand my video making horizons is 500 subscribers. So, hopefully I reach that. Will I reach it within the year? Probably not. But I don't know. Maybe if I just keep working at it, then maybe that'll happen. Even if you don't want to subscribe, please leave a like on the video if you enjoyed my line of dialogue or questioning or what have you. And leave leave a comment with your thoughts and maybe leave a comment as to whether or not I should block this window. And I will see you guys